Welcome back to our channel, Valuable Coins Hub. These rare Lincoln penny coins make people rich. Let's find out why. Don't miss out one of these who know a single coin could make you rich. Number 1. Are you ready to uncover a coin that's not just a piece of copper, but a full-blown story, full of power, purpose, and value that many people completely overlook? Today, we're talking about something truly special, the 2009 Lincoln Professional Life Penny. And let me tell you, this isn't your average 1-cent coin. This coin holds history, carries meaning, and hides potential worth that could turn a regular penny jar into a collector's dream. So if you're into coins or just love discovering hidden treasures, stay right here, because what you're about to hear could change how you look at pocket change forever. This coin takes us straight to Springfield, Illinois, where Abraham Lincoln's political career truly began. The reverse shows Lincoln standing in front of the Illinois state capitol. Confident, upright, a man ready to lead a nation. It's not just a design. It's a reflection of ambition, responsibility, and the beginning of something legendary. And the best part? This coin has become one of the most exciting Lincoln cents in recent years, not just for what it shows, but for what lies within the tiny imperfections that make collectors' hearts race. Now here's where things get really interesting. While millions of these coins were minted, not every coin came out perfectly. And that's exactly what makes some of them worth real money today. Some professional life pennies have shown strong double die errors, especially on the columns of the Capitol building or the lettering. These doubling effects are a hot target for collectors who crave uniqueness and variety in their sets. Others come with misaligned dies or ghost-like shadows from clashes that weren't meant to be there, but now make the coin rare and valuable. Imagine finding one of these coins in your change and realizing it has a strong doubling on the reverse lettering or even on Lincoln's figure. That's not just a small difference, that's a game changer. Collectors across the U.S., from Illinois to California, have paid big at coin shows and online auctions to get their hands on perfect or error-marked specimens of this very coin. In places like Denver, some certified MS-67 examples of this professional life cent have sold for more than $150. Even raw versions with clear doubling and no major damage have gone for over $90 at collector expos in states like Ohio and Florida. What makes this coin even more valuable is its satin finish versions that were only found in special U.S. mint sets. These have a smooth, velvety surface that sets them apart from regular circulation coins. If you find one still in perfect condition, untouched, untarnished, then hold on tight, because you might just have a tiny treasure in your hands. These satin finish professional life pennies are in strong demand, and collectors will pay top dollar to complete their 2009 Lincoln series with the highest quality examples. Now, let's talk directly to the collectors out there. If you're someone who searches coin rolls, keeps a sharp eye on pocket change, or just enjoys the thrill of discovery, here's your tip of the day. Always check the reverse side of this penny carefully, especially around the Capitol building columns and the text. Look for doubling, faded areas, or anything that looks just a bit off, because off might just mean rare, and rare means value. It's also smart to check the edges and overall condition. Coins that are clean, shiny, and free from scratches stand a much better chance of earning high grades from professional services like PCGS or NGC. And once it's graded high, the value can climb very quickly. Keep a magnifying glass handy, and don't rush. These coins are hiding in plain sight and waiting to be found by those with patience and passion. So let's bring it all together. The 2009 Lincoln Professional Life Penny isn't just a coin. It's a powerful tribute to one of the greatest American leaders during a critical time in his journey. It's filled with symbolism, history, beauty, and in many cases, serious hidden value. Some have sold for over $150 in top condition with clear mint errors at coin expos and auctions in cities like Chicago and Phoenix. That's a long way from just 1 cent. So before you spend that old penny, take another look. You might just be holding a small piece of history that could be worth much more than you think. These coins are highly collectible, increasingly in demand, and they aren't easy to find in perfect shape anymore, especially the satin finish ones or those with dramatic errors. If you enjoyed this video and love the excitement of the coin hunt, make sure to like and subscribe right now. We're bringing you real coins, real stories, and real value every single week. and we want you to be part of our growing family of collectors and history lovers. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever come across a 2009 Lincoln Professional Life sent with an error? Or maybe you've got a full set of 2009 Lincolns and are searching for the last missing piece. We want to hear your story. Until next time, stay curious, stay passionate, and never stop searching. Because the next coin in your hand could be the rare one that changes everything. Number 2. You're about to discover the rare secrets behind this small but powerful 1-cent coin that has stunned collectors and made headlines at coin shows and auctions. There's more to this penny than meets the eye, and if you're a coin lover or even a casual collector, stay with me. Because this video could change the way you see every single coin in your pocket. The 1971 Lincoln cent might seem like a simple piece of copper, but it's got a history, a series of rare variations, and errors that make it a hot target for those who know what to look for. Minted in large numbers, yes, but within those millions are rare gems that are now being discovered across the country in old collections, forgotten coin jars, and even in pocket change. What makes the 1971 penny truly thrilling is the wide range of mint errors that have turned an ordinary cent into a high-value treasure. Collectors have identified examples with strong double-die obverse errors. These are coins where Lincoln's face, the words, "In God We Trust," or the date itself appears doubled, bold and clear under magnification. That's not damage, that's rarity, and it drives up the value like wildfire. Another exciting error is the off-center strike, where the image is pushed too far to one side, leaving a blank crescent on the edge of the coin. That alone can make the coin extremely collectible, especially when the date remains fully visible. Then there are die cracks, floating roof errors on the memorial building, and even coins where parts of the design have vanished due to filled dies. All of these are signs of rarity and demand. Some 1971 pennies were minted in San Francisco as proofs with that shiny, mirror-like finish and high detail. But even in the regular circulation strikes from Philadelphia and Denver, gems have been found that sold for surprising prices at coin shops and auctions across states like New York, Texas, and California. In fact, collectors have paid over $170 for beautifully preserved examples with verified doubling and flawless surfaces. Now, if you're a coin collector, or someone who's just beginning the journey, listen closely. This is where the thrill truly begins. Always inspect your 1971 penny under strong lighting and a magnifier. Focus on Lincoln's eyes, the motto above his head, and the date. Look for that doubling. Look for anything that seems just a little off, because that off might be worth a fortune to the right buyer. Also check the reverse side. The Lincoln Memorial is full of tiny details, and it's there you might find a die crack, a floating roof, or even ghost-like shadows from die clashes. If you find a coin with strong features, nowhere, and that mint red or red-brown luster, consider having it graded professionally. High-grade examples with rare errors always command higher prices, especially when certified. One smart tip for collectors: don't overlook even the lightly circulated coins. Some rare 1971 errors have been found in average condition and still sold for impressive amounts. Keep your coins stored safely, avoid cleaning them, and document where and when you found them. This adds to their story and sometimes their value. The 1971 Lincoln cent is more than just a penny. It's a living piece of history, full of character and packed with possibilities. It honors the legacy of Abraham Lincoln and carries decades of mintage mystery in its copper shell. And whether it's a double die error, a misstrike, or just a perfect mint state coin with glowing luster, collectors are always searching, always hoping to add one more piece of rarity to their growing treasure. In coin shows from Chicago to Phoenix and online auctions across the country, 1971 pennies with strong errors or mint red grades have sold for over $170. These are real examples of everyday coins turning into collector gold. Not in fantasy, but in real markets, in real hands. So before you toss that old penny into a donation jar or forget about it in your junk drawer, take another look. You might be holding something rare, something special, something that could light up a collector's eyes and make your coin worth far more than 1 cent. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the value and mystery of the 1971 Lincoln penny, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel right now. We bring you real coins, real stories, and real collector tips every single week. And we'd love for you to be part of our growing coin-loving family. Number 3. We're diving deep into the story of the 1966 Lincoln penny. A coin that might look simple on the surface but carries a world of hidden value, mystery, and rare collector charm. You don't want to miss a single second of this because what you're about to learn could make you look at this copper beauty with brand new eyes. The year 1966 was a unique time in U.S. coin history, a time of change, transition, and tight control at the mint. There were no mint marks that year because the U.S. Mint was trying to discourage coin hoarding during the coin shortage of the 1960s. That means every 1966 penny looks similar on the surface, but the real surprises come when you take a closer look. This coin was minted in the hundreds of millions, yes, but within that massive number are rare gems that have made collectors go wild. Some 1966 Lincoln cents show clear signs of double die errors, where parts of the lettering or Lincoln's profile show a powerful doubling under magnification. It's easy to miss with the naked eye, but when you spot it, it's like finding buried treasure in plain sight. Another rare feature to watch for is the misaligned die strikes, where the front and back designs don't line up perfectly. Some of these coins show part of the design creeping toward the rim, leaving collectors stunned by the odd but beautiful result. Then there are coins with die breaks, also called cud errors, where a chunk of extra metal appears near the rim. That alone can make the value of the coin skyrocket among die-hard collectors. And yes, some 1966 pennies were struck on planchets that weren't even meant for a penny. These rare off-metal strikes can weigh slightly less or more than normal, and when verified, they've sold for incredible prices at coin shows in cities like St. Louis and Boston. Imagine holding something like that and realizing it's not just a coin. It's a mistake from the mint that turned into a collector's prize. Now, if you're a coin collector or someone who simply loves the thrill of discovery, here's what you need to do. Check your 1966 pennies under bright light with a magnifier. Look closely at Lincoln's face, the motto "In God We Trust," the word liberty, and the date itself. Any doubling, extra thickness, or weird shadows could be the sign you found a valuable variety. Make sure to also inspect the reverse side. The Lincoln Memorial has lots of lines, columns, and text that can show striking errors. Look for die cracks or even missing parts of the design. Those details can turn a regular coin into something extraordinary. And remember, original shine and surface condition matter more than most people realize. Even the smallest scuff can change the value, so store your finds safely and handle them with care. Collectors across the country are always hunting for sharp, high-grade examples of the 1966 Lincoln cent, especially those with errors or uncirculated red luster. These coins are in high demand, and the number of perfect examples gets smaller every year, which only increases their value and appeal to serious collectors. In markets and auctions in places like Chicago, Phoenix, and even smaller collector expos, these special 1966 pennies have sold for over $140 when authenticated with rare errors and mint condition quality. And even lightly circulated ones with visible doubling have sold for $60 to $90 depending on eye appeal and rarity. So before you spend that old penny without a second thought, stop and take a closer look. You might just be holding a piece of American history with a story, a mistake, and a value far beyond 1 cent. These coins are more than copper. They're collectibles, and every single one has the potential to surprise you. Number 4. We're diving into a coin that has quietly made its way into collectors' hearts. The 1963 Lincoln cent. This isn't just a small piece of copper from your change jar. This is a coin that could hold real hidden value, especially if you know exactly what to look for. So stay with me, don't blink, because the secrets in this coin could turn an ordinary moment into an exciting discovery for any coin lover or collector. The 1963 Lincoln penny may look simple at first glance, but behind that familiar face of Abraham Lincoln lies a year filled with opportunity, rarity, and striking errors that make this coin one of the most underrated finds in modern coin collecting. Millions were minted in Philadelphia and Denver, but only a small percentage carry the kind of visual flaws and special finishes that collectors crave. These are the coins that bring thrill to the hunt and pride to any collection. One of the most valuable and talked about varieties from 1963 is the double die obverse. These coins show clear doubling in the letters of "In God We Trust," liberty, and even the date itself. You'll see it with the naked eye if the coin's in good shape, and under magnification, the doubling is obvious, bold, and beautiful. This error is what turns a pocket coin into a collector's prize. Some other rare versions have die cracks and cut breaks where raised lines or blobs of metal appear on the coin. These aren't flaws. They're mint-made characteristics that raise the demand instantly. Even more interesting, a small group of 1963 cents were struck slightly off-center, giving that coin a dramatic look and serious collector appeal. And don't forget about the coins that still carry their original red mint luster. Those untouched coins shine like they were just struck yesterday, and collectors chase them with enthusiasm because finding that kind of quality from 1963 is no easy task. Red cents in high grade with no scratches, no fading, and strong details are growing rarer every year, and their value is climbing with time. If you're a collector or even just someone fascinated by hidden treasure, here's what you need to do. Check your 1963 pennies for strong details and any signs of doubling. Get a bright light and a magnifying glass. Focus on Lincoln's face, the date, and all the lettering. If anything looks bold or strange, don't ignore it. That might be exactly what turns your penny into a valuable find. Look closely at the reverse too. The Lincoln Memorial design can show clashes, die polish lines, or extra metal from die breaks. These are signs of rarity, not damage, and they're what serious collectors are always after. Also check the weight if you can. Some off-planchet strikes have occurred in rare cases, and those mistakes are worth watching out for too. The 1963 Lincoln penny holds a respected spot in the heart of U.S. coin history. It reflects a steady time before the big changes of later years, and the clean, bold design has stood the test of time. It's a beautiful example of simplicity mixed with the occasional error surprise. And that's exactly what collectors love. Whether it's doubling, a die crack, a satin-like red finish, or just a perfect MS grade strike. This coin is always in demand. And now let's talk about price. Because yes, some of these coins have brought real money in the hands of smart collectors. In places like Dallas, Atlanta, and Portland, 1963 pennies with clear doubling or near-perfect red finish have sold for more than $120. Even coins with just mild die cracks or off-center strikes have fetched prices around $80 to $100 in coin shops and local auctions. So before you spend that old penny or toss it into a jar, stop and take a look. The 1963 Lincoln cent could be hiding its value in plain sight, waiting for a pair of curious eyes to bring it into the spotlight. These coins are in high demand, especially with rare varieties and high-grade conditions, and they continue to gain respect among collectors who know the story behind the shine. Number 5, and last rare coin. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1970 Lincoln cent. A coin that might look ordinary, but it carries an incredible story, hidden rarity, and potential value that could surprise even the most experienced collectors. Don't take your eyes off this one because you might miss the exact detail that makes your penny rare and worth far more than its face value. The 1970 Lincoln penny is not just another copper coin. It's part of a generation of coins that went through some very interesting minting errors and variations. This year has produced some of the most talked about and visually striking double die varieties in the entire Lincoln cent series. That means for coin collectors and coin hunters alike, the 1970 penny is pure excitement and discovery. Now here's where it gets thrilling. The 1970s small date double die obverse is one of the most desirable versions from this year. What makes it so special is that the date appears slightly different than the normal large date version. The top of the 7 is level with the 0, and the entire date looks more compact. But that's not all. When doubled, the letters in Liberty and In God We Trust show distinct shadowing and extra thickness. This is exactly the kind of error that makes a coin rare and highly collectible. There's also the large date double die, which while not as rare, still carries solid value and attention if the doubling is strong and clear. These doubling errors were caused when the die struck the coin more than once by mistake. And believe me, collectors are always on the hunt for coins like this. If you find this kind of detail in your 1970 penny, you could be holding a true treasure in your hands. But wait, there's more. A number of 1970 Lincoln cents have been found with off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or die cracks running across Lincoln's bust or the reverse Lincoln Memorial building. These small imperfections actually increase a coin's value because they make the coin unique. These aren't signs of damage, they're mint-made errors, and they make your coin stand out from the millions of others minted that year. Now let's talk tips for all our fellow collectors and coin lovers out there. If you want to spot a rare 1970 penny, always begin by checking the mint mark. The S mark under the date means it was minted in San Francisco, and that's where most of the double die action happens. Next, look at the date carefully under magnification. If you see the compact small date style and some clear doubling on the letters, you might have something incredibly special in your hands. Also take note of the coin's color. A bright, reddish luster means the coin hasn't been in circulation for long, and coins in red mint state can go for much higher prices. Always hold your coins by the edge and avoid cleaning them because natural aging is far more valuable than a coin that's been rubbed or polished. Keep your eye out for sharp details in Lincoln's hair, beard, and jacket, because strong details mean a stronger grade. Collectors love the 1970 Lincoln cent because it represents a sweet spot between vintage charm and modern collecting excitement. It's old enough to carry nostalgia and minting mystery, but still young enough to be found in collections, rolls, and even the occasional coin jar. And every time someone finds a rare double die or off-center penny from 1970, it brings fresh energy to the community of collectors who cherish these pieces of history. And now let's talk about real numbers. Because yes, this coin has sold for serious money in the right condition. In places like Chicago, Los Angeles, and Miami, examples of the 1970s small date double die in strong uncirculated grades have sold at auctions for as much as $2,500. Even more average grade coins with visible doubling have sold in coin shops for around $400 to $600. And that's just for a 1-cent piece that many people overlook. So now you know, that 1970 penny in your hand might just be a doorway to something rare and valuable. Don't dismiss it, don't spend it, and definitely don't ignore those little details that tell a big story. Every collector knows that excitement comes from the thrill of the hunt, and the 1970 Lincoln cent is one coin that brings the thrill every single time. If this video opened your eyes to the hidden potential of your change, then go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and join our growing family of coin enthusiasts. Every week we bring you real stories, real coins, and real value, all written by hand and shared with heart for people who love the adventure of coin collecting. Drop a comment below and tell us, do you have a 1970 penny with the S mint mark? Have you checked for the small date yet? Share your finds with us, because your coin could inspire the next great discovery. Until then, keep looking, keep searching, and never stop learning, because the next penny you find might be the one that changes everything.